Hello, world. Hello, Facebooks. Hello, everyone out there who's watching and enjoying and loving everything that's going on. We are the Savannah Performance Project. You are here on a casual Friday. And because it is a casual Friday, I have brought my casual ferns and my casual blue curtain, as well as my casual, what is this over here? Oh, there it is, right there. There it is. Hey, you know what? We've been doing this for a while now. We're really enjoying ourselves. This is our 6th show in this series of Inspire shows where we're trying to reach out to our community at large and bring them on and talk to them and chat with them and bring up possibly topics that are interesting and weird and also touchy in a way. Maybe we'll see. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to say. I never do. But if you like what you're watching now, please, if you can, like us on Facebook. You know, we're likable people. So, and if you don't want to like us, you could always subscribe to us on YouTube. That's our channel down there, youtube.com/C/Savannah Performance Project. You could be our next subscriber. And I think it's like the 200th subscriber, or the 250th subscriber wins a free gallon of lard. And that's it's solidified lard. It's congealed, but it's amazing. Also, you know what? We're on Instagram too, so be sure to follow us on Instagram. It's an amazing platform to use for picture taking and charcuterie capturing. We've captured a number of charcuteries, and we're keeping them hostage. Ladies and gentlemen, I have an amazing gambit of guests today. One who you've met many, many times on the show, but he's come back for some strange reason. We don't know why. Also, I have Melanie Goldey, who is 1, an MC, 2, a comedian, 3, an improvist, 4, a photographer, and 5, just an all-around great human being who I've met once. But it doesn't matter, because that one time I met her, I was amazed and astounded. So stop following us on Instagram for a minute and follow us here and watch this program, because I'm going to bring on now Mr. Ryan McCurdy, who I don't know, he's got a suit on. What's going on?
Hey, Chris, how are you?
I'm very good. Very good indeed.
I like the curtain, and I like the ferns, and I like the new the head that you have on the microphone, unless that's old and I missed it.
This is a new cushiony microphone, because what was happening was I was hitting myself a lot, and I was starting to get, like, you know, some blisters, some fever blisters from the microphone.
Is this a true story that you're telling me?
Not at all. Not in the least bit.
I feel like that's a thing you would not indulge in doing more than once. I feel like that's a thing. I have hit myself in the face with microphones, and I have never in my life thought, I'm not going to change this situation so that this continues happening. I think you would want to fix that immediately.
Yeah. I was a member of the Reddit group Lick Your Microphone, but I got out of it because I got the new cushiony microphone. You can't.
And they started investing in GameStop, so the whole community switched anyway. Yeah, diamond hands.
Exactly.
What I don't. Do you know what? Do you know what diamond hands are? Do you understand any of what's happening on Reddit? Because I don't.
Is that, I don't know what it is. That a diamond hand? I don't know.
No, I think that's a gesture that we're trying not to use anymore, Chris. I believe I believe that's one of the gestures that has been taken over. Right. And I would prefer that not be the screenshot of this. I need you to stop. Nope. Wait. That's a heart.
This is a good one.
That's
a
heart. But when you have the fingers up like that, like the heart
Sure.
is this, Chris. This is the heart. This is like an octopus with an agenda.
Is that
That's what do my parents call that? That's like it's a Corporal Birdman. What is that? That's a thing.
I think so.
What is it when it's upside down? I can't do it because my suit's.
Batman would be.
Batman is upside down, and this is Corporal Birdman.
I guess so.
Okay.
I've never met a Corporal Birdman, but maybe our other guests would have some information on that. So I'm going to bring her on. She's sitting backstage. I don't know what she's smiling about. This is a travesty that we're watching right now. Hey, Melanie.
Hey.
Oh, I love that. That's awesome. How are you?
I'm fabulous. Yeah, thank you for having me. I'm enjoying. This is a heart with wings, I think.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Glorious.
It's actually the logo for Angels in America, I believe.
Yes, I think you're right.
A heart with wings.
A heart with wings is a good metaphor for the sending love to people during the pandemic era, because there was this whole period you couldn't just drive to the people that you love's houses and give them the love that they deserve. So you had to send it with wings. I like that.
That is so sweet. That is so sweet. You know, we do have a couple people watching, although I don't know who they are because it doesn't show me on this new platform known as Restream.io.
Apparently, Savannah Repertory Theater likes you. That could be any number of people on that account. So it could.
Could be.
Take your choice.
I'll take my choice, and I choose Jen Bishop. Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan is not just here just for a casual Friday. You told me you have something very interesting to talk about, and Melanie, you are here to witness whatever this interesting thing is that he's about to talk about. So,
Okay.
I'm so excited.
I'm excited.
Chris, is it that you wanted a scoop? You wanted this show to have information before anyone else in the press junket did. Is that correct?
That's correct. I wanted to be the Clark Kent of this community. Exactly. I've always wanted to be the Clark Kent of this community, but it's not working as far as the radiation treatments that are supposed to imbue me with special abilities. But anyway, go ahead.
Chris, you're not wearing glasses. This is already the first problem that we have. That's the order. It goes from glasses to not glasses. And right now, you're already Superman. Now, if you put the glasses on, we're going to know it's you.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Here's the scoop. I'm going to tell you about it. You're the first person to hear this. Chris, this is for you and Melanie and your show alone.
Okay.
On Stage Off returns this afternoon at 5 p.m. on the Savannah Repertory Theater Facebook page with special guest, Tony nominee and television star Geneva Carr.
You mean Geneva Carr that has been on the fabulous CBS series Bull?
Yes, Chris, that is the Geneva Carr that I'm referring to.
Wow. That's amazing.
Is that the scoop that you were hoping for?
That is not the scoop I wanted at all. I wanted another scoop. That's a delicious scoop, and I've been waiting for the show to return, so I'm very excited about that. But is there another scoop that you want to talk about?
I know what the scoop. If this is like Leopold's, we got scoops for days. Here's the scoop I think you want, Chris. This Sunday at 7 p.m. at savannarep.anywhereseat.com, our new works department makes its debut with scenes from Kinsey James's play The Kids and a live panel discussion afterwards benefiting our charity partner. Is that the scoop? That's the scoop, right?
That sounds like an amazing scoop, but I must admit, and Melanie is giving us a lovely heart symbol. I think that's what that is. I hope that's what that is. But I feel like you've already shared that on social media, so I don't really consider that a true scoop.
All right, I've got a scoop for you, Chris Bass.
Okay.
Is this a good scoop? That live local theater is coming back to Broughton Street for the first time in 2 decades next year?
What? Are you kidding me?
No, I mean...
How is this possible?
Well, because of an extraordinarily generous gift from the Kaminsky family. Savannah Rep is prepared to announce that we intend to take over the old Acura dealership at the intersection of Habersham and Broughton, and after a significant investment process to keep the beautiful exterior that Savannians have come to know and love, but to massively redo the interior to make it ready for theater and for live audiences. As soon as we're able to return to such a thing, we will be opening it as our brand new downtown venue, which will be almost 20 years to the day since City Lights, dear beloved City Lights, closed in its location just a block and a half down Broughton Street.
Wow, that's amazing, Ryan. And I say that amazing like I didn't actually already know that you were going to announce this.
Right.
But our viewers did not know this. So I feel privileged that you gave me the chance to have you on the show and talk about this. So where can they go to find out more about this? I see that there's a picture here with several people standing in front of the Acura dealership on Broughton. But where can they go to find out more?
You're one of those people, Chris. You're in that. You're in. The
yes,
picture.
I am.
You're in that picture right now.
Like over here somewhere.
I think if you show the inside picture, I think it's easier to see where you are. We're all masked and socially distanced, and in the inside picture, so you show up a lot more clearly. Well, the reason that we took these pictures just about a week ago was because this is a massive investment in the community, and as a result, we're asking for the community to return a massive investment in us. So we've put together what I think is quite possibly the best nonprofit board that I've ever seen in Savannah, and our staff, who has been working tirelessly for 3 years already at our existing location in West Savannah at the Play Shop. And we've also put together, are you trying to zoom in on yourself, Chris?
No, well, I was going to zoom in on both of us. Jeez.
I'm wearing the same outfit that I'm wearing in that picture. Should have thought of that before I came on your show. I have more than one outfit. But you're in the pic. Where are you? There you are with your hands in your pockets, Chris.
Yes, that's me. I'm doing the, I don't know what pose that is, but somebody told me to pose like that for pictures at one point.
Well, you look good in the picture. So we've also put together this amazing community advisory board, of which you are yourself a member, Chris, and of course we have Jinhee Susie Rand and Mark Rand and Christopher Susie, people that have not only been massive game changers in the performing arts scene in Savannah, but also in a lot of cases have the memory and relationship with City Lights' former venue. And I think, since I moved to Savannah in 2002, so I got to know Jim and got to see the venue before it closed. And I know the conversation in a lot of ways has been, since 2003, the conversation has been, when can this come back downtown? The game has always been getting back into a location that everybody knows, that everybody wants to come to, that we can finally pick up the tourist market in a very different way. And obviously Savannah Theater has been an extraordinary presence of downtown theatrical energy. The difference between us and them is they're a for-profit company and we're a nonprofit company, which is why our capital campaign starts on Monday. I'm just going to say it out loud. We need to raise $200,000. I don't see why we can't. It's going to be, when it's done, a venue between 120 and 140 seats to serve the entire community. So it is our joy to bring it to the community. Now we need the community to help bring it to life, which is why I'm starting to announce it, although I'm scooping it for you on your show. So the link is savannahrep.org/venues. And on Monday, March 1st, that will be the beginning of our capital campaign. That link will go live with a direct fundraising link that makes your money go directly to the venue operations. We're shopping architects right now. And it will also allow you to reserve a spot on March 14th. Sunday, March 14th is the first day that we're going to be able to show the community around the space at large. We'll be showing the space at 2, 4, and 6 p.m. on the 14th. Obviously, we're doing multiple time slots to keep the groups very small, socially distanced. We'll be requiring masks, but there will be sign-up forms on the website starting on Monday, and we will fill those groups up until they are full. It will be a chance to see the venue as well as see some of the architect's renderings, see the sketches, and talk to us about what the goal is with the building. And that's the scoop, Chris Bass. That's the scoop.
That is an amazing scoop. And rather than Melanie being a reaction shot this whole time, Melanie, what do you have to say about this? How do you feel?
I mean, that's amazing. Congratulations to everyone involved, and I really am wishing all the best and would be happy to help in any way I can. I really miss live theater. I used to go to the Muse all the time. I really miss the 48-hour Playfest, 24-hour Playfest. So fun, and yeah, we need that. I don't see any reason why we don't have more live theater downtown. I mean, Savannah has such a rich arts culture and needs it, and there's market for it. Like, people are hungry for art and entertainment, and God, it's fabulous. Congrats.
Yeah. And so I think you mentioned this to me the other day when we went to visit the venue, but part of the idea of this is that it's not just a venue for Savannah Rep either.
No, it is, we're spending the money to make it both modular and inventively designed so that it can serve as a concert venue and as a dance venue. We're planning to put a sprung floor in, which I think will be the first time in a number of years that a venue has had a built-in sprung floor downtown. And part of that is, I mean, we know as Savannah Rep that we do 4 main stages a season, and we have our New Works program, but all of that occupies less than a third of the year. And we want to continue to engage and build our relationships with Savannah Shakes and with Odd Lot and any other company that wants to come play. We want them to have the opportunity. Savannah Stage Company. Well, the only reason I didn't list them is that they haven't come to play yet, but this is a call to Jamie.
Yes.
and Jamie's team too. We'd love to have them join us on the list. And yes, the all companies being able to work downtown, I think is a way to create a rising tide that lifts all boats. And I was actually inspired for this. I mean, the Kaminskis have been so kind and generous in negotiating this with us, and obviously there's a lot of hurdles left. And if the money can't be raised, then this doesn't open, and that's just the way it is. But the Kaminskis have given us such opportunities to find our pathway through this, and obviously the gift of the building is so massive. Jamie is listening. Jamie, we want you to come play. We will be talking to you about the 14th in direct email correspondences shortly after this show ends. But yeah, I think it serves all local companies to have a space downtown that can be rented. And obviously the goal is to keep that rental incredibly affordable and effective so that you're not, and the Lucas and the Trustees are beautiful spaces. The difference is if you rent the Lucas, you have to figure out where 800, 900, 1,000 seats are going to be sold for each performance. We're talking about a venue that you can sell out for 2 weekends at 120 or 140 seats and keep your costs manageable because the rental doesn't need to be accommodated by 800 seats.
Wow.
So that's the plan. Yeah, obviously there's so much to do. And the 14th, I mean, I want to temper everyone's expectations that a lot of this is going to be reliant on the capital campaign. What scope we're able to accomplish, how many things we're able to do is all kind of relevant on the community. But we asked last year for enough funds to keep our doors open, and we were, astonished and it was so heartening to see how much came in when we asked just to keep the lights on. And On Stage Off had as a guest a couple of months ago, had Sean Daniels from Arizona Theater Company. He said something that has just stuck with me, which is that the theaters that will survive the pandemic are the ones that know what their responsibility and connection to their community is. Not the ones that have a big agenda and not the ones that have huge, deep-pocketed investors, but the ones that know where they fit into their community. And that started this conversation several months ago about where do we fit into the community, and offering this opportunity to the community in the form of this building is something that is incredibly essential to all of us. I think in the pandemic, we had the choice whether to contract or expand, and our goal is to expand and expand and expand. And keep our venue in West Savannah, which already, to me, as someone who has spent the better part of a decade in Muse, it reminds me so much of Muse that I would love for that space to be even more free than it is now, to continue to be used as a community site as well.
Well, that's amazing. Thank you so much for the scoop, and we look forward to more details very, very soon from you, Ryan, Mr. McCurdy. Or is it Mr. Ryan McCurdy? I can't remember. Anyway,
Ryan, Mr. McCurdy. McCurdy, Ryan, Mr.
Yes, that's it. But yeah, great, wonderful. And I want to give this time back to Melanie because you are so loquacious, Ryan. It's hard to get a word in, honestly.
I'm sorry. I get excited, Chris Bass. Take my camera off and say goodbye to me. I'm gone. Bye.
Okay.
Goodbye.
All right. Right before you need to freeze,
Goodbye.
We need just a clever freeze for you so I can edit it in later. So we'll put up some. Okay. This is the Brady Bunch episode. They're in Hawaii. Greg has found the idol and he's trying to surf. And we as a family are reacting to it. So 3, 2, 1, sitcom freeze.
Whoa!
All right. We'll come back later for that. But goodbye, Ryan. I'll see you later on Stage Off. There, he's gone now. Hey, Melanie, how are you?
I'm great. I mean, that was really fabulous news. I don't know that I have any scoops that would top more performance space coming to downtown Savannah, because I think that's so important. And I love that he mentioned accessibility, because Savannah Stage Company is definitely all about that. Like making sure everyone has access to art. It's not just for rich people. It's for artists, for everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
Space is so important, and that's very exciting to me too, because I get involved with so many organizations downtown. I can only think of what that could do for Deep, or what that could do for Spitfire Poetry, or a lot of art organizations in town and groups of artists that are trying so hard just to perform and do what they love, and that's harder than I think it should be in Savannah.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, this past year is definitely proof of that. But I think it is, yes, Ellen Barney Castle, it is so exciting. And I'm so glad you got to hear that. Ellen. And also, yes, Jamie came in at the last minute, said congrats. That's very exciting. And yes, Ryan, who I'm pretty sure is behind the scenes running the Savannah Repertory Theater, comments, can't wait to work with everybody. So that's awesome. Melanie, you yourself have been a person of interest for me. That's a weird thing to say. That's not what I mean. But I've wanted to talk to you for so long now because I think we have very similar goals, I guess you could say.
Sure.
Yeah. So I love working with all the different groups and being able to exchange ideas with them. But also, I love improv. I've wanted to be a stand-up comic forever and just have done it twice in my life. So eventually I'll get back up on stage. But tell me about that. How did you first get into stand-up comedy?
Well, I've loved stand-up ever since I can remember. So I grew up, my dad's a huge Carlin and Pryor fan, and I grew up on the classics, and I grew up watching Comedy Central Presents. And I think, like yourself, I definitely had a yearning for it, but I had no idea how to turn that yearning into an act per se. And then I started dating a local comedian and getting involved in those circles and going out to all the shows, going out to all the mics, and I got asked to do a comedy roast because I was involved with everyone and they were like, Melanie, you're funny. I already did theater in town. I did poetry. So I've been performing in one way or another for almost as long as I can remember. And so I went and I did the roast. So my very first comedy performance is on YouTube. Don't Google it. But it's there and you can go
I have
watch
it queued up to share right now. I'd already Googled it
No.
before. No, I'm not going to do that. No.
But it was really fun and I did really well. And then that was my first like lightning bolt of like, I can do this. I always told myself that I was only funny with my friends. My family's Italian and they're very sarcastic. So we all like mess with each other all the time. Everyone's a wise guy. And I realized that I could do it. And so I started going out to the mics and then I was handed a hosting gig almost immediately. So I took over Taco Bajo weekly open mic. And then that ended up becoming Chuck's, which is one of our most popular open mics that we've ever had in Savannah. That was amazing, that ran for years. And anybody can do it. I love telling people like it's a skill you build like any other, just like acting or just like improv. You just have to put the work in, get up and do it. Like no one jumps on a skateboard and is great at it the first time. You have to keep trying, put the work in. And I tell everyone too, like actually a lot of people do really well their first time. It's that 9th time and that 15th time when you have to tell those same jokes with that same first day energy and get up and just building your act and building your stage presence. And it's a skill. And I love getting compliments. Of course, who doesn't? It's great to hear that people love what I do, but I tell them all the time, like, you can do it too. And a couple comedians in town have attributed their comedic performances or career to me. Like Bill Cooper always says, oh, Melanie gave me my start. Melanie gave me my start. And I said, no, you did. I did. All I did was encourage you to go keep trying, like keep coming out to the mics, keep putting the work in. And he did. And he's built up I love Bill. He's got a great little act. So fun. And anyone can do it. You can do it. Come out to the mic, come put time in. We have a lot of mics in town too.
Well,
you can do it. We have a Monday night mic at El Rocco. We have a Tuesday night mic at Stafford's. We have a Wednesday and a Thursday at Totally Awesome Bar. And then we do Fridays and Saturdays at the Wormhole. All we're missing Sunday. So
yeah, Sunday. Where can we do Sunday? Let me think.
I think
there's a new venue. I think there's a new venue opening actually where you could do an open mic.
Oh my gosh. That would be so great. What we need downtown is more live performance space.
Exactly. Shout out to Bill Cooper. Ryan McCurdy wanted to say, yes.
I love Bill.
What is it? Postcards from Logan. Is that right? Did I get that right?
Postcards from Lowell.
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 Right. Lowell, Massachusetts. Yes. I don't know if he does it daily, but I think he does it weekly, and they're always very interesting. I would almost say poetic. Yeah.
He's so funny. I can't, that accent, I could listen to him talk for days.
It is. It's a very rich northern accent. Let's say that. Melanie, where are you originally from?
South Philly. But I've lived in Savannah for so long. I'm practically a peach now. I think I've been here for 12 years, 13 years. I'm not sure who's counting.
What originally brought you down here, if you don't mind me asking? If you do,
I got married to a soldier. I got married. He wasn't a soldier when we got married, right before he joined the military, and I ended up moving down south. and I was very young, and that didn't work out, but I fell in love with Savannah so much. I mean, I moved here. I lived in Hinesville for a couple years, and then I really missed performing because I had performed a lot up north. And I was always involved in community theater and always involved in choir or just some sort of performance. And I really kind of left that for a little while and then started coming to Savannah and getting involved in the communities here, of which there were many. Started getting involved with Odd Lot, got involved with Savannah Stage Company, got involved with Spitfire Poetry, got involved with Deep, and just really fell in love with the community. And now I don't know if I'll ever leave.
Yeah. Well, that's so
We'll see.
cool. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever leave. I've been here since '99, and again, I fell in love with the community as well. Before that, because I went to school here before that. Long story. Anyway, yes, I see what you're saying. This is a place to fall in love with.
I mean, it's gorgeous. I mean, I was actually, I was kind of on track to move to Atlanta right before the pandemic hit. I was performing there quite a bit, and I was going there like every other weekend. I was like, I have a lot of friends there. I have an inn, if you will, and a lot of performance spaces and shows there. And then the pandemic hit, and I was like, well, maybe we're going to take a break on that idea for a little bit. And now it's kind of just showing me, and now, you know, we have this great new space opening downtown, and I'm kind of dipping my toes back in the water of a lot of performances in town and reaching back out to the groups. Shows are opening back up. And now it's kind of like, oh, well, maybe we hang out here for a while longer and see, because Savannah still has a lot to offer. I was feeling a little bit of a ceiling there for a while, just in terms of, especially comedy. There's only so much we can do here as far as like just, if you talk about Atlanta, it's 10 times. The community is 10 times the size, obviously, because it's a much bigger city. But I would, if I do ever leave, I will forever miss the architecture and just the feel, the beauty of Savannah, the small town feel. And everyone knows everyone. Savannah is this big. We know so many of the same people. We literally have only met once in person, but we know all the same people. And I miss that kind of like, it's like one big family here.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, I hope I get to see you again sometime soon. I'm sure something will come up. We're at the same place again. And maybe I will eventually finish my 5-minute set and get up on stage. Keep rewriting it.
Full 5 minutes, Chris. You can get up. You got your 2 jokes. You get up and do your 2 jokes, and then you work on those 2 jokes, and you build.
All right.
Again, you got to jump on that skateboard.
Yep. Excellent. Excellent advice. Good. I'm glad you do. Mr. Sock doesn't. I don't know where Mr. Sock came from. He's gone. I've written him out of this whole sketch.
We just met.
I know, but he's a terrible person. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. I want to spend more time with you talking, but I have a hard out at 1:30. So yeah. And I'm sure you have some place to be as well. It's a lovely day outside. Oh my God, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, there's a show tonight at the Wormhole, actually. I'll be headed over to at 8 p.m.
8 p.m. So this would be open mic or?
Stand up. It's always booked it. We don't do open mics yet. Actually, I'm in talks with them about that. But but come check us out, Savannah Comedy on Facebook. And thank you for having me. It's so much fun. I'm so excited about the new news. That's great.
Yeah, very exciting. Okay, so you got to join in this too, because this is a thing that I do in every show, and it's stupid and it's pointless. But it's called Sitcom Freeze. It's based on the fact that I grew up watching sitcoms back in the 80s, 90s, 70s as well. So basically, at the end of every sitcom, there was a moment, and people would either freeze or they'd continue moving. I don't know. We'll make something up this time. The tree surgeon has diagnosed the Burns family with a defective tree. And it's a tree that's been in the family forever. The whole family is distraught, except for little Timmy, because he made the tree go bad. So I'm going to count you down, 3, 2, 1, and then we're going to have a sitcom freeze moment like no other. So 3, 2, 1, sitcom freeze.